Hello everyone. Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to break down the next upcoming new launch in River Valley, Parcel B. It's called River Modern. And this is going to preview 20th February, very soon, which is the 4th day of Chinese New Year.
So this will be the fourth new launch in the River Valley area. Okay, these are some details about River Modern. The developer is Guaco Land, a very renowned developer. Some of their past projects are like Lentor Modern, which recently just TOP, Springleaf, Faber Residence, Penreef.
They all did pretty well during launch day.
Yes. So as with other Guaco Land's project, there will be priority booking for Guaco Land's current and ex-owners, meaning that they will have priority in terms of booking.
That's true. So right now on our list, there's a total of 48 projects that are eligible for this. So if you're unsure if you are eligible, you can reach out to any of us. Then we can check if we can confirm that you're on the list or not.
Yes. Okay, and also the location is in D9. It's just right next to Great World MRT and the mall, and also within 1 km to River Valley Primary School. There will be 455 residential units and 6 retail shops. So the unit types starts from 2-bedroom to 4-bedroom, and estimated TOP is around mid-2030.
These 6 retail shop actually, from what I heard, part of the rental fee will go back into the maintenance fee, so it can help to lower down a little bit. Over here, you see Parcel A is actually River Green, which launched last year and has already sold about 92%. This time around, River Modern is right here, this plot, Parcel B, right along Singapore River, which is something very rare in the location. It's one of the last plot to launch next to the river. And the next plot, Parcel C, you see right here opposite of River Modern, it's launching for tender in April, this coming April.
So soon.
But then of course, they won't be launching this year. So a bit info about this project is 2 blocks of 36 stories, and 70% of the units are all river facing, which is very nice. Something very unique in this location. And we do have a fully sheltered walkway to River Primary School, just located right opposite this project over here.
Okay, this is a broader view of where River Modern will be. The location is about here. So it's just one stop away, MRT stop away from Orchard MRT. It's also close by to Robertson Quay and New Baru.
So here's the site plan of River Modern. As you can see, the placement of the 2 blocks are planned in a way that they don't overlap each other or overlook one another, basically. And they're spread very nicely 48 meters apart over here. And the blocks even tilted towards to see the swimming pool as well as the Singapore River. So they're trying to avoid facing another development in the area. And it comes with full facilities with a tennis court right here. The MRT entrance is just right here next to the development, which is almost like fully integrated to River Modern. And right here you see a 50-meter infinity edge pool. And next to the development is Kim Seng Park. There's actually a playground there, a park connector along Singapore River. You know, it's very nice to take an evening walk along the river. The developer actually elevated about 5 stories above ground. So level 2, it's actually about level 5. So even level 2 units on the lower floor, they still get a very nice view. Developer actually chose a landscaping, the trees to be very similar to Kim Seng Park over here. So it looks as if that Kim Seng Park is a part of River Modern, like a cascading down effect, like a mid-tier, lower tier. So it looks like a very spacious project because it looks like the 2 blocks, downstairs the pool, then you have this big lawn and the Kim Seng Park and Singapore River. It looks like a very big project.
Next, let's look at the unit mix. Interestingly, there are no 1-bedroom units, unlike nearby launches like Zion Grand, River Green, and Promenade Peak. For River Modern, the smallest unit is 2-bed, 1-bath. The size is 538 square feet, and then goes up to 4-bedroom. The biggest 4-bedroom is 1,830 square feet. It's quite a big difference. Yes. And then the majority of the units are 3-bedroom, making up 46%.
Now let's take a look at the remaining supply at River Valley. These are the 3 recent launches. What you see here, the blue are the total number of units for that project, and the red are the balance stock. So from here, you can see that the most of the 2 bedrooms at the 3 projects are all mostly sold. If you go on to see the 3 other bedroom type, you can see that there's even lesser for the 3 bedroom. There's 3 very limited stock for 2 and 3 bedroom in the area. So we do expect River Modern might happen as well. I mean, most of the demand has been very strong for River Valley. So probably the 2 and 3 bedrooms are going to be snap up during launch day. So from our research from these launches, we realized that most of the buyers were from District 3 and interestingly District 19 for the past 3 projects, which is a really quite a big percentage from District 19. Right now, because the ABSD right now is 60%, so in the past projects like Martin Modern, Rivier, they have 50%. Yeah, only 50% of the buyers were Singaporeans. But because of this 60%, it gives Singaporeans an opportunity to come in, to move a bit more central.
Okay.
It's always very important to know where your demands are coming from. You know, next time when you go into a resale market, where are the buyers coming from?
Now we look at the layout of River Modern. This is the layout of the smallest unit in River Modern, the 2-bed, 1-bath. So it's B1, 538 square feet. You can see that this is a proper dumbbell layout, meaning that the space are fully utilized. So the 2 bedrooms are on either side of the living room. Okay, and one highlight is that the wall-to-wall of the living area is 3 meters, which is pretty rare for smaller unit size.
Usually, I think only the 3-bedder has this wall-to-wall length, which is very comfortable from your sofa to the TV.
And also there is a proper corner for you to place your dining table. So it's like you can fit comfortably a 4-seater to maybe a 6-seater. I think should be good enough.
Actually, I do like this dining area because most of the 2-bed, 1-bath or even a 2-bed, 2-bath I see, they don't have a proper dining area. It's a bit odd. They either put it in the balcony or it's right in the middle of the living room. So I think I do appreciate that the dining space has a proper area.
Yes. Okay, so pretty nice. Okay, so one thing to note is that for Zion Grand, 2-bed, 1-bath are already fully sold. And for River Green, there are only 2 units left as of now. And they are located at the higher floor. Yeah, so the supply is really low.
So for 2-bed, 1-bath, this is the only layout for Real Modern.
Next, we go on to the 2-bed, 2-bath.
So first up, for B2, once you enter the main door, it's straight away you see the kitchen. So you do not really have space to put your shoe cabinet as compared to B3 and B4, where it's quite nice that you can put like a shoe cabinet. But from what I saw on the fact sheet, shoe cabinet is provided, so I believe it's integrated together with the DB box there.
Okay.
So it's still very comfortable if you do have a lot of shoes, you know. So for B2, the balcony is a bit smaller compared to B3 and B4. Though for B2 location, I see there's only 1 stack and it's facing River Valley Primary School. So potentially, we think this could be the cheapest 2-bed, 2-bath amongst the all 3. Nevertheless, it's still a good entry for investor for renter in the area. Next, you can look at the purple area. This one, I feel the walkway is a bit long, a bit of a wasted space as compared to B3 and B4. Okay. So for B3 and B4, the main difference is, you can see here, is just the kitchen. This is 11 and this is 12. Bedroom size, toilet, they're about all the same. And for B4, this layout is at the show flat. And do come and see because I do really like this unit. Wall-to-wall 3 meter, very generous kitchen space and potentially enclosable as well.
Yep. Okay, next let's have a look at the 3 bedrooms. There are 6 different 3-bedroom layout. They are C1 and C2, smallest is 797 square feet. The main difference between them are the shape of the kitchen. One is a L shape, the other one is like C shape. And also the position of bedroom 3. So for C1, right, the bedroom 3 is beside the kitchen.
I like. Very near to main door.
Yes, very near the main door.
I can secretly at night sneak out to meet my friends.
You can escape easily. Okay. And then for the C2, right, the bedroom 3 is on the other side of the living room. Yeah, so
I
a bit
think
like
some quite
dumbbell.
similar. Dumbbell.
A bit like dumbbell layout. Yes.
The kitchen I think is quite similar to the 2-bed 2-bath C-shaped one. So I think same potentially enclosable as well. One thing to note, this C2 has a window near the dining area.
So it's quite unique. There is a window here.
So not so dark that corner.
Yeah. So also like provide some ventilation for the kitchen because it's quite near the kitchen. Yes.
Okay, moving on. We will take a look at the 3-bedroom. This is both the mid-size one lah. Cause total of 6, right? So 2 compact, 2 mid, and 2 of the bigger 3-bedroom. So this C3 and C4, C3 actually has a flexi area. You can use it like a study or a storage space. Sadly, the wall cannot be hacked for this. If can be hacked, it would be quite nice. You get a very nice dining, dry kitchen or island space. Bedroom 3 for C3, it's ensuite, like a Jack and Jill. So it acts kind of like a junior master lah. Very accessible. Don't need to come out to go in. The flex room, actually, it's a 2 meter. You can comfortably fit a single bed there as well. So even if you want to have convert it to a helper's room, it's possible. So looking at the C3, the orange part, actually because of this layout, you can actually potentially build like a wall or glass to enclose the space as well. Or if you don't cook very often, you can leave it open so the space looks a bit bigger. And moving on to C4. C4 is a bit different because the kitchen is actually located part of the balcony. So it's very nice that
while you
while
cook, you can have a nice
take
view.
a look at the river. Yeah, it's actually quite nice as compared to this kitchen that doesn't have any window. So it depends if you like this layout. I think it's quite nice to something very unique lah. I think this is the only layout that has this configuration.
Yes. Okay, these are the 2 bigger 3-bedroom units, 3-bedroom premium. So they are both more than 1,000 square feet. Actually, they are pretty similar. Yeah, it's more like a mirror image.
Is there different?
Just
slightly. Oh yeah.
The size
the
is
living room,
big.
living room, 37 and 36 square meter.
Okay, just a bit more in the living area. Yeah. Okay, it comes with a flexi area for both. The wall is potentially you're able to hack. Yeah.
No, actually, I heard that you can during the booking day you can opt in or opt out. Yeah. So it's up to you whether you want it.
Yeah, you can make a very nice kitchen lah. Open up the whole space, and then also another plus point is the landscape living area. Both have like the wall to wall is 5.5 meter, so it's really going to be very bright and spacious.
Yeah, I always wanted a landscape living space because usually only available for 4-bedder. But this one is a very, very nice frontage of 5.5 meter. But so I think for this, I potentially, because the living space is really very squarish, very big, you can even build like a small door here to kind of segregate like a private space for the bedrooms, Then this is your hosting area. And you still don't feel the space very small when you do that.
Yes.
Or even like flexi room, you can even build like a smaller bedroom or a storeroom. You still have a very, very nice big kitchen here as well. So there is
many configurations.
Yeah, because it's very squarish and there's the walls are hackable. You can do a lot to the area lah. And also one more point to note is that the powder room is outside. So even if you build a door at where your bedrooms are, your guests don't have to go in to go to the toilet. They can still use the powder room.
More privacy.
Okay, moving on to the 4-bedroom. So we have also 2 layouts, D1 and D2. A very big difference. It's about 400 square feet difference. So the D2 is really a very, very large 4-bedroom for this area. Very wide frontage of 6.3 meter. The D1 has a 6.5 meter. So the main big difference for the 2 layout is basically a bigger dining space lah, and also there's a powder room and storeroom. So the D1 doesn't have that. The D1 is very similar to the larger 3-bedroom. There's a very landscape
This is even
living
wider.
space. Yeah, 6.5, even wider. Then another difference is the junior master. For D3, junior master is located here, like a dumbbell arrangement again. But for the D1, the junior master is tucked far at the back.
Okay.
So other than that, both has private lift. Location of private lift a bit different. This one come in, you can get a very nice view of the living space. sleeping, but like wow, you can see the river here. You know, once the lift door open.
Okay, you will lead you to the living area.
Yeah, this one it's a bit on the side lah. So you have to come in, then you can see the living space.
Okay.
So for the dining space, this is very comfortable. You know, you can fit a very comfortable, huge round table. Have your wedding dinner there. I don't know. They're very comfortable. Something very rare.
The developer has actually just announced the guide price for River Modern. The starting price will be from 2,877 PSF, and this will be for the smallest 2-bedroom unit. So 2-bedroom unit will start from about 1.55 million, and then 3-bedroom will be about 2.3 million, and 4-bedroom will be starting from about 4.588 million. And then one thing interesting we can note here is the pricing strategy of the developer.
Yeah.
So you can see that the starting from PSF, right, for the smaller unit is lower compared to the 4-bedroom. Actually goes up to 3,100 PSF. So the difference here is about 250 PSF.
Oh, 250.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I think
now,
in the past a bit different. In the past, developer tend to put a higher PSF for the smaller bedrooms.
Yes.
Like the 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms has a higher PSF. Then the 4 and 5 has a lower PSF.
yeah, so this is something like the recent
Yeah, I think the recent
new
norm.
launches.
I think the recent new launches,
we see this pattern.
the bigger 4 and 5 bedrooms has the higher PSF.
Yeah.
As you can see for the 4-bedroom here, the PSF is quite a big difference. So we can clearly see the developer did a loading on the 4 bedrooms,
Yes.
meaning it has a higher PSF. So when it comes to pricing strategy, developer usually adopts a different way. There are a few ways, actually 3 main ways that usually developer price their unit during launch day. We will share a little bit more. So over here you can see these are the 3 main strategy that developer usually adopts. Firstly is per floor jump. So basically every floor jump it's quite either a small or a big amount. Okay, so that's one way. River Green adopted this. We'll share a little bit more on the next slide. And next is a view jump. So basically like a road facing, pool facing, unblock or sea view has a different pricing. Or unit type jump, which I think we believe River Modern adopted this. Clearly we saw from the guide price, the 4-bedder actually priced a little bit higher.
Yes. First, we look at this pricing strategy called per floor jump. For every floor jump, will typically be priced higher by a certain percentage. Sometimes, developer will put extra loading on the higher floor units, meaning the increase in the PSF will be of a higher percentage when it goes up to the higher floor units. So one example we see is in River Green. You can see these two are actually in the same stack, level 2 and level 36. The difference in the PSF is actually more than 500 PSF. Yeah.
It's a very big jump.
Yes.
I think for this same for the 2-bedroom as well. The level 2 is 2007, level 36 is 2003.
So this is the same situation. Yep.
So I think for this case, it will make more sense to enter the low to mid level.
Yes.
It's a very safe entry price.
Correct.
All you need to do is to sell. I mean, once you enter 28, 29 PSF, selling at 3001, 3002 in the future in the resale, it's still very safe.
But of course, it's not saying that you cannot buy the higher floor.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. You just have to hold a bit longer.
I mean, if you like higher floor, you enjoy the view, it's still okay, but you just need to hold a bit longer.
Yes.
Next, we have unit facing jump. So this is actually no momentum park. It has the 3 pricing you see here is actually a different of sea facing. So this one is the sea facing unit, and over here is the pool facing unit, and this is the road facing unit. So from here you can see there is already a different PSF for these 3 different facing.
Same floor, right?
Same floor. They're all same floor. I think they're all level 16.
Okay.
They're all level 16. So for this sea view area, this sea view stack, right, for level 16, it's a very nice sea view. I think you have went to see the unit before. But you're paying actually about 50K difference from the road facing to the sea facing. So it really comes down to your preference on the booking day if you're willing to pay 50K more for a sea facing.
Correct. Okay, lastly, we can have a look at the unit type jump. For what we can see in the recent projects, this is like the new norm where the bigger size units are, where the bigger bedroom type are priced higher in terms of the PSF. So one example is Zion Grand. Okay, you can see here the 5-bedroom, the bigger size unit, the 4 and the 5-bedroom units, right? Their PSF are much higher compared to the smaller units. Okay, from here you can see this is the prices for level 61 for Zion Grand. The 1-bedroom and the 2-bedroom, their PSF is only about 3,002 and 3,003 PSF, where the bigger units are like 3,005 plus PSF.
I think it's very similar to the River Modern guide price, where they show the 4-bedder has the higher PSF.
Correct.
So we believe that this is what River Modern is going to be like. The loading will be more on the 4-bedder. So we believe the 2 and 3 bedders will be very attractive.
So we are predicting that the loading is on the 4-bedroom, right? So can we still buy the bigger size unit?
I mean, not saying you cannot buy the 4-bedroom lah. I mean, 4-bedroom is always for own stay. It's not for investors to come in to buy and rent out, or to buy to sell in a few years.
Okay.
So buyers for 4-bedrooms are always holding it for long term. So it's still okay to buy a 4-bedroom if you plan to hold it for longer term. But of course, in a short runway, you potentially cannot see big profit in the short term lah.
Yeah. So for River Modern, we believe that there will be loading on the bigger unit type and also on the facing.
Yeah,
right?
Because the other launches nearby don't have any facing lah.
Yeah, so this one, there is a nice Singapore River facing, but one thing is a huge
70%.
percentage.
Yeah, it's a very big number.
Yes,
70%
will be having the premium. So developer cannot be pricing all the river facing to be
very
expensive,
high PSF. Yeah,
right? So it will really
they will not
turn a
sell
lot
well
of
if they do that.
turn a lot of
Because
buyers
everybody
away.
will just go for the 30%.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah. Only a small group buyer will go for the 70%.
Yes.
So if you can see from the numbers here, 2008 is the guide price. So we believe it could go up to 3006 for the higher floor.
Yep.
So from here, we would think that 70% would start around somewhere here. So basically this is the 30%.
The non-river facing.
Non-river facing, correct. The non-river facing. Then this is the 70%, the river facing.
Okay.
So as we mentioned, developer cannot just price this 30% to be like a 2009 and all the 70% at 3001. They will not sell very well. So there will definitely be a different tier amongst these 70%, a different tier.
Okay.
So basically we could expect, I mean, we can see from the guide price the 4-bedder are at a higher range, PSF range really.
Starting from.
So we believe the 2 and the 3-bedders can potentially be a very attractively priced.
Okay.
For a bit of river facing and at a very nice, I call it a sweet spot. This area will be a very sweet spot. You're entering at this range. You get a bit of river facing and you also entering a very comfortable PSF.
Yep.
And you really will stand out in the surrounding because the other launches in the area do not have this very nice wide frontage of the Singapore River. And this is one of the last residential plot along the river.
Okay.
So during the booking day, it's important to spot this. We do have the actual price right now, but we strongly believe amongst this 70%, definitely there'll be certain unit, certain view or certain stack that has a very attractive PSF in this area. Either you enter within this PSF range or this PSF range. You'll
The
be very
cheapest
safe.
Either the cheapest or the cheapest of the premium facing.
Non-river cheapest or the river cheapest PSF. The sweet spot.
Yeah, so it's not easy to spot it during launch day.
Very stressful one.
Yeah.
Really. Okay.
We have come to the end of this video. If you'd like to find out more about River Modern or want to understand more about how to enter at a good entry price for new launches, please feel free to contact us.
Yeah, if you want to find out a bit more about the loyalty program, whether you're in the whole list of selected Guaco project, let us know. So this will be the second last land to launch. The next one will be Parcel C.
Yep.
So
In River Valley.
River Valley, correct. So come by, take a look. I do think that this floor plan layout is actually very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.